Do you see this guitar? It's a Fender Vintera Roadworn Telecaster Deluxe, and I was committed to getting rid of it. Then Doug from Idle Pickups reached out to me to see if he could get me to change my mind with a pickup swap. So, will changing the pickups make me fall in love with this guitar? Let's find out. Welcome to Get Offset. My name is Emily, and your vibe is just what I needed today. Like I said, I was pretty committed to getting rid of this Telecaster. It's not a bad guitar per se. I generally like it, but there are a few things I decidedly don't love. Namely, the fret edges, which, rounding those shouldn't be too big a task. But the other is the sound. It's just not what I love, and that's what Idle Pickups wanted to help me out with by sponsoring this video and providing the product. Sponsorships like this from Idle Pickups keep this channel running, but thoughts and opinions are all mine. These pickups in the guitar are sold as Fender wide range humbuckers, but I've literally always heard that these are not real wide range humbuckers, but I didn't always know what that meant. If you're only interested in before and after sound samples, check out the timestamps in the video description or go to the time shown on screen there. The original Fender wide range humbuckers were designed by Seth Lover, the genius who is also responsible for the famed PAF humbucker, and in a way they're a mix of humbuckers and single coils, both with regards to construction and sound. So let's talk about magnets, because the whole wide range humbucker thing is all about magnets. With single coil pickups, the individual pole pieces are magnetized rods. Meanwhile, humbuckers use bar magnets with non-magnetic pole pieces, and that's important. Wide range humbuckers like single coils use magnetic pole pieces. The thing is, it's hard to machine Alnico magnets into adjustable screws. It's easier, however, to machine Cuneife magnets into screws. But this isn't a one-to-one swap. Cuneife magnets aren't as strong as Alnico by their nature, so the pickups needed more winds to increase the output. And from how I understand it, that's why wide-range humbuckers are, physically larger than standard humbuckers. Unlike normal humbuckers, there is no magnetic bar in a wide-range humbucker, or at least there isn't supposed to be. There are 2 coils, and each coil has threaded Cuneife magnets, 3 of them, and the other half are inverted threaded magnets. This creates the hum cancellation because, again, there are still 2 coils. So why do people say that the wide-range humbuckers in this Vintera Telecaster Deluxe aren't authentic? Well, it's because the construction was more like a traditional humbucker with a bar magnet. At least that's my understanding. And from the Fender website, the Kingfisher signature wide range humbuckers do use bar magnets, if I'm reading that product description correctly. The original Fender wide range humbuckers were discontinued in the late 70s, and I've been told it's because Cuneife became nearly impossible to find. Previously, it had been used in car odometers, but when the construction of those changed and they stopped using Cuneife, well, there just wasn't the lion's share of the demand. So yeah, it just became really hard to find. In the last few years, Fender has released their own Cuneife wide range humbuckers, and even their marketing acknowledges that those are the first accurate Fender reproductions of the wide range humbuckers in 40 years. I guess I would say that they're the most accurate, but you know what I mean. The thing is, Fender actually manufactures their own Cuneife, so it's still nearly impossible for others to build with it. Which is to say, these pickups that I'm checking out today, obviously they're not from Fender, these are from Idle Pickups. Idle Pickups are all hand wound by one person, Doug, in Olympia, Washington. This particular set is called Baby Man, which cracks me up. The Baby Man pickup is made with vintage correct construction techniques, including threaded rod magnets and a steel reflector plate. These elements, according to Idle Pickups, produce a brighter, clearer tone than modern wide-range reproductions. Idle, however, doesn't use Cuneife. They instead use a mix of Alnico and FECRCO, that's iron, really didn't know what the CR stood for, and cobalt. That last one doesn't have a fun pronunciation. Rick, do you know what CR is? I'll put it up on the screen. According to Doug, the man behind the brand, quote, "When these 2 alloys are charged to the proper Gauss, they have the same tonal properties as Cuneife. Frankly, I've even heard that Seth Lover himself preferred Alnico, but yeah, it was harder to make Alnico into screws back then. Again, this is my understanding. Cuneife is a little bit softer, Alnico is harder. That just kind of makes it harder to machine. Okay, so let's go ahead and hear the original pickups through the Benson Chimera plugin from Mixwave. I'll also be using the special cranker from Earthquaker Devices on the silicon mode. Volume, gain, and tone are all at about noon. Let's start on the bridge. Go to the middle. And the neck. And adding the special cranker. Yeah, that's one of the sounds I don't really like. Find them a bit muddy with gain, I guess. They're just not very lively or inspired. Yeah. So, cool. Now I'm going to go ahead and swap these suckers out for the idle pickups, and we'll see if we can hear or feel a difference. We'll go ahead and take a little look at the pickups. This is the packaging. We open them up. I have a nice little note. I'll read that later. And those are the humbuckers. So they come with screws and springs as well, a sticker, very nice. And let's see which, I don't know what I asked for. So this is just the braided. Okay, that's easy enough. That ought to be easy enough to swap out. I have my neck and my bridge. And what's kind of cool, and I'll show this, I'll film some of the install. You can see the difference in the pull pieces. You can see the threaded and the non-threaded, the slugs. Sound good? We'll get to it. Alright, so we have the neck over there, and looks like we have the ground. Oh, come on, focus. And then the hut going there. And then this is the bridge. You have the ground and the hot. Ground, hot, ground, hot. That's a pretty, seems easy enough. I'm back, and the pickups don't look very much different. They're not supposed to. They don't say Fender on them. They were easy enough to install. Idle does have 3 different options for the wiring of the pickups. So I know they have single conductor because that's what I had. I know they have quick connect, and I believe they have the 4 wire if you want that for the extra options. That being said, Fender didn't really use either. It was closest to the single connector. So fine. All right, whatever. As far as wiring, I forget how much I hate reinstalling humbuckers. Idle included longer screws, which was great because I didn't need to find my alligator clips to kind of pull up or push back the spring. Normally you would clamp the alligator clamps. I just had my garage reorganized. I can't find those. That being said, this guitar, the depth in the body wasn't enough to accommodate those longer screws, so I did the sort of chaotic thing, and I just used bolt cutters or something similar to shorten the leads, which was, you know, it was a choice my husband and I made, and I don't regret it particularly. But that being said, another thing I don't like about this guitar, I love the aesthetic of a lot of pickguard. It made it really difficult and annoying to have to like kind of shove all the wires back in there. This guitar, the body cavity, it just feels a little small for the amount of wires. It's hard to explain. I did not have any fun putting this thing back together. Wiring it up, fine. Putting it back together, hated every moment of it. And so let's see if I at least like the guitar sound better. Let's go ahead and play that bridge position clean. I am noticing, I think there's something wrong with the way this nut is cut. I'm getting that really annoying sitar-esque kind of tone on the B and E string. So I don't know if that's a tension issue. Yeah, it's very annoying. Not a fan. Increasingly not liking this guitar for reasons related to the build quality of it. Yes, and obviously the strings are new. I wasn't able to save the strings. That was a disappointment to me as well. Again, the easiest part of this situation, this video so far, has genuinely been installing the pickups. Retune because, again, fresh strings. Let's go to the middle position. And let's do the open E chord. I'm just trying to mute that high E string at this point. I wired it backwards. So this is the bridge position. And this is the neck. This is the middle. All right, let's add the gain to the bridge position. Middle. And neck. By the way, did you know we have a Patreon? For as little as $5 a month, you get access to our exclusive Discord server. I can't believe I wired this up backwards, but then again, I feel like every time I have to wire up separate tone and volume controls, I make that mistake. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to get offset. It's a great and fun way to support this channel while I make lots of mistakes all the time. My problem was that the Fender pickups were not labeled, and I got them confused. I really thought it made sense, but I guess it didn't make any sense. It's all well and good to hear them separated, but let's go ahead and hear some of those licks side by side. Let's start on the bridge. Go to the middle. And the neck. And adding the special cranker. So, what did you think? Are they an improvement? Are they about the same? I'm really curious as to what your thoughts are. They are certainly significantly more affordable than other reproductions, especially those from Fender. These are $130 each, or $250 for the set in this configuration. Meanwhile, the Fender reproductions are $250 per pickup. Idol Pickups also offers these in PAF and Jazzmaster sizes, and they're available for purchase at idlepickups.com or Reverb, links in the video description. If you enjoyed this video, please check out one of the other videos on the screen. If you liked this, you'll love those, and YouTube loves me when people click on those videos. You can also like, comment, subscribe, and join our Patreon. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for understanding. Until next time, my name is Emily. Goodbye.